everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Melissa. So today I'm going to share with you guys the book series that I have started and haven't finished yet. So I got this idea from the girl who has the Book Roast channel, which honestly I don't know her name. I don't know if she ever says her name. But I got the idea from her. She had went through all her books, the book series that she has started, and kind of categorized them and then talked about them. So I thought it would be fun to do that as well. So I have went through all the book series that I have started, and I put them into 3 categories. The first category is book series that I started and will continue with and own most of the books. The second category is book series that I have started, will continue, and don't own the rest because the continuation isn't out yet. And then the last one is book series that I probably won't continue with. So I have 13 series to talk to you guys today about. So I tried to keep it as short as possible so we can get through these books. So I will start with these, the category of the series that I have started, will continue, and own most of the books. So the first one, of course, is the Shadow and Bone trilogy by Leigh Bardugo. I have read the first 2, and I probably will pick up the third one maybe next month. I really enjoyed the series. The first one, I absolutely love the first book. Second book, I really enjoyed it, but it wasn't as good as the first book. So I'm hoping the third book is better, but we'll see how it goes. But the first book follows Elena, who is a typical soldier in the army, and there are 2 types of people in this world. There are the regular people, and then there are the Grishas. Grishas have like different powers. So Elena is just a regular person in the army while her company gets ambushed, and she summons this power she didn't even know she had. And so then she's thrust into the Grisha world to learn about her new power, and stuff happens, and it's amazing. I absolutely enjoyed it. Highly recommend it. So I am excited to continue with it and see how it ends. So then the next one is the Shatter Me series. I have read the first one this month, which you'll hear me talk more about it in my wrap-up. I buddy read it with my good friend Jenna over at Jenna Reads. If you guys haven't checked out her channel yet, you should. So the first book follows Juliet, who has a power where she can touch you and you can die. So then there's this boy who can actually touch her, and he's immune to her touch. But stuff happens, and it was amazing. I really enjoyed it. Which, spoilers. Spoilers for my wrap-up, but I'm excited to continue with the rest. I'm going to be buddy reading the other 2 with Jenna next month. So I'm really excited to continue with it and see how it progresses and whatnot, because there are some things I've heard about this series. I'm like, what? So I'm really excited to see how it progresses. No, I'm not going to blow bubbles right now. So the next book that I have started and am definitely going to finish is, of course, Harry Potter. I am obviously currently on the 3rd book, and I am 175 pages into it and really enjoying it. You guys know what the series is about, so I'm not really going to explain it. But this is a series I'm definitely going to continue with. So yeah, I'm really excited to continue with it and see where it goes. And I am excited to finish this one. Although I'm not sure if I'm going to finish this one, you know, before the end of the month. We'll see. It's been crazy here, so we'll see how it goes. But I am really excited to continue into this series and finish it. So then the next book series that I have started, I actually started it this month, so you'll see it in my wrap-up. But that is the Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer. I have listened to the audiobook for the first one because I picked it up because I was cleaning and I needed something to listen to. So I picked it up, and I'm so glad I did because I really enjoyed it. So this is a series I'm definitely going to be continuing with. These are fairy tale retellings. Cinder is about, obviously, a girl named Cinder, and she's a cyborg, and it was such a good retelling. I really enjoyed this book, so I do recommend this series, and I will be continuing with it. I actually picked up the audiobook for Scarlet yesterday. I was able to borrow the audiobooks for these from my library. So I have listened to, I think I'm like maybe a quarter of a way through this book so far. I think I'm like 15 chapters into it, and I'm really enjoying it. So you'll see these ones in my wrap-up if I can finish this one by the end of the month. So then the next book series that I have started is Every Day by David Levithan, I think it is. And I don't know how many books are in this series. I know at least one more. And I am really excited to continue because I would like to see how A progresses and whatnot. But this follows A who wakes up every day in a different body. And one day she falls in love with this girl named Rihanna. And Rihanna ends up falling in love with her back because A tells her everything, and it just is, it's a really cute book. I really enjoyed it. So I am really interested in seeing how the story progresses. And like I said, I don't know if there's 2 books or if there's 3 books in this series. But yeah, I'm really interested to see where it goes. So then the next series that I will definitely be continuing with, and I own most of the books, that is Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. I had the second book on my TBR for this month. Unfortunately, I will not be getting to it, so hopefully maybe next month we'll see. But I'm really excited to continue with this series. Of course, this follows Selena, who is an assassin, and she is brought to the castle to fight in this competition to win the title of champion, so she can be the king's champion and the king's assassin. So a lot of stuff happens, and there's a mysterious element in this, and I really enjoyed it. So I'm really excited to continue with it and see where it goes. Of course, you guys know Sarah J. Maas is one of my favorite authors, so I'm definitely going to be continuing with this series. So then the next one is The Kiss of Deception by Mary E. Pearson. I am actually currently listening to the 3rd book on audiobook, which is The Beauty of Darkness. I am listening to it with my mother-in-law, and we can really only listen to it when we travel together, and we go up to Bismarck every other week, so it's been a little slow going, but we have like 6 hours left in it, so maybe next trip we'll be able to finish it. But I really enjoy this series. I love the 1st book and the 2nd book. They're both great. But this follows Leah, who is the first daughter of Morrigan, and she's betrothed to the Prince of Dalbreck. And she decides that she doesn't want to marry him, so she flees on her wedding day. And in doing so, she's pursued by an assassin meant to kill her and the prince she was supposed to marry. And honestly, you have no idea who's who until close to the end of the book, when it just naturally revealed itself. Like, I even tried to figure it out, and I'm like, is it this? No, I could not. She did a good job hiding it. I really enjoyed this book. I highly recommend it, so I definitely will be continuing with the 3rd book and finishing it, hopefully in the next month or so. So then the next category is book series that I will be continuing with, but the sequel hasn't come out yet. The first book is The Cruel Prince by Hallie Black. The second one comes out in January of 2019. And it is called The Wicked King, and I'm really looking forward to that one. I'm so excited to continue with it. I really enjoyed this book. You guys saw it in my, February wrap-up? January wrap-up? I don't even remember. But I buddy read this with my best friend, and we both really enjoyed it. This follows Jude, who is a human, and she lives in this fairy world. And she has a really hard time because fairies hate humans. So she's bullied and she's teased. And so she's trying so hard to be a knight and fit in to this world that she lives in. And a lot of stuff happens and it's amazing, and there's twists and turns in this book that I just never saw coming. It's just so good. I highly recommend it. So when the second one comes out, I will definitely be continuing with it. Then the next one that I am definitely going to continue with, but the sequel hasn't come out yet. That is The Glass Bear by Lauren DeStefano. I really enjoyed this book. I think I gave it like a 4 stars. So I really enjoyed it. It follows Will, who one day finds out that she is cursed. She has this power where she can turn people into gemstones. And not just people, anything living, she can turn it into gemstones. So she goes to try to find this person who can help her cure herself of this curse. And a lot of stuff happens, and I'm really excited to continue with it. The second one is called The Cursed Sea, I believe. And honestly, I don't even know when it comes out. But I'm really excited to definitely continue with this series. I really enjoyed this one. So I definitely will be picking up the next one when it comes out. Then the last one that I definitely will continue with, and hopefully the sequel comes out soon, because I'm dying to finish this one, and that is Warcross by Marie Lu. I'm really excited for the sequel, which is Wild Card, and I can't remember when that one comes out neither, but I'm really excited to continue, and it's going to be a duology, so that's the conclusion of this series. I really enjoyed this one. I think I gave it like a 4 stars, 4.5 stars, something like that. So I'm really excited to see how this one ends, because a lot of stuff happens, and it was so good. So good. So yeah, I'm really excited to continue on with this one when the sequel comes out. This one follows Emika, who is a bounty hunter hacker, and she like hacks her way into this game of Warcross, and she kind of glitches herself into the game and reveals herself to everybody. So she thinks she's gonna go to jail for what she did, but she ends up getting a job by the creator of the game, because he wants to figure out what's going on and why the game is glitching so much, and find out who's doing it. So yeah, a lot of stuff happens, and I'm really excited about the continuation to this one. So then the next 3 books that I have are book series that I will not be continuing with, and I'll explain as I go. So the first one is the Red Queen series by Victoria Aveyard. I have read up to the 3rd book. I really enjoyed the first book, and the second book was really enjoyable too. It was getting to the point where the main character was kind of getting a little bit annoying. Excuse me. But the 3rd book just downright angered me. I'm so angry about that book. I DNF'd it because I just couldn't stand it. So I will not be continuing with the series. There are 4 books in the series. So thank you. There are 4 books in the series, and like I said, I will not be continuing. The first book follows, boy, I can't even remember her name, but in this world, there are 2 types of people. There are people with silver bloods that have abilities to do different things, and then there are people with red blood that are just the common people, the servants and whatnot. So it follows a girl who is one of those red bloods, until one day she finds out that she actually has a power, a different power. She can control like lightning. So the first book was really good. I really enjoyed it, but I unfortunately will not be continuing. So the next one is The White Rose by Amy Ewing. I keep wanting to say Ewing. So I have read the first 2 of this series, and I've really enjoyed them. But I don't know when I'll be able to get to the 3rd one. It's been so long that I feel like I need to reread the first 2 to get to the 3rd one, because I tried picking it up, but I was a little lost because I couldn't remember all the details. So I really want to reread the other 2 and then get to the 3rd one, but honestly, I don't know when I'm going to be able to reread them. I am so busy. I don't even have time to reread my favorite series. So yeah, it's probably going to be a long time before I can actually reread them. So that is a series I probably will not be continuing with for a long time. Then, of course, the last one that I have started and will not finish is Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. I don't even know how to say the name. I DNF'd it. It was just, there were so many highs and lows, and the lows like took over the highs, and it was so boring, and I just could not get into. I kind of got into a little bit of a reading slump with it, and I just couldn't make myself to read it, and I really wanted to get into the book series, but it just wasn't for me, and I won't be continuing with it, unfortunately. So yeah, those books weren't quite for me. So, but that one follows Claire, who is like, it's a historical fiction, so I forget what year she's in, but she gets transported back to like the 16 or 1700s in Scotland, and stuff happens, and yeah, so. But anyways, those are all the book series that I have started. There are 13 series total, so yeah, there's a lot. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys, what book series you guys started that you haven't finished yet, or book series that you've started and probably won't finish. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts. So let me know down in the comments. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe if you'd like to see more from me, if you haven't already. Also, if you'd like to follow me on social media, I will leave all my links in the box below. I am on Instagram, Goodreads, and Twitter, so you guys can find me elsewhere. So with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!